Welcome to Men's Style Fashion. Natasha, this year my thing is about charity, and I'm gobsmacked at how the big labels, unbeknown to us, have taken so long to publicly get involved in fundraising for good causes. And Red Nose Appeal with David Gandhi was, I think, the biggest and the most first influential charity one for the big fashion labels. Who are you and what do you do?
My name is Natasha Whiting. I work for ONEPEICE UK. I'm at the moment events manager / kind of keeping things running here at the moment. I also run my own charity, and I have an orphanage on the border with Thailand and Burma. I've got 30 children, and at the moment I want to combine what I do in fashion with helping these children to have a brighter future.
So you're saying your label ONEPEICE, or the label ONEPEICE, how would you go about it? Because a lot of up-and-coming designers want to get involved, but they're not quite sure.
At the moment, ONEPEICE has just donated a large quantity of ONEPIECEs to the children, and I took them out last week, and they were really well received, and I'm hoping to push a massive charity event in the fashion industry to raise money for my charity.
Why is it so important for fashion labels to get involved?
Because they've got all the money in the world, and these people need their help, and you know, a little bit of what they can give could make a huge difference overseas and in your own country.
Right. Even in clothing, I mean, how many excess clothing just unsold? Where does it go? What do we do with it?
At the moment, people just store it in their warehouses, whereas they, you send it to Africa, send it to India, send it to Asia, send it to, the people in London that don't have the money to buy clothes to be warm in the winter, and it could make a huge difference.
In that, what's the money that ONEPEICE donated? How is it impacted on what you're doing?
Well, the small amount that we can raise here, it seems a small amount to you, is a huge amount over there. At the moment, I'm working towards a big charity event at our office. When we hit 1 million likes on Facebook, we're going to do an event to raise money for the kids. And I'm hoping that we can keep them going for the next 5 to 10 years with the small donations that people give.
These children, what's their need? I mean, it's obvious, but just be a little bit specific.
They've been abandoned or orphaned in Burma, and Burma's under military rule still, so they're very much, they're in a very vulnerable position. Their parents can't afford to keep them, so they've dropped them off at the shelter, and we provide them with food and education and a warm, loving home to keep them, to keep them happy. But you still need money to keep them. To keep them alive, and they need a future. And at the moment, that we're just struggling with the small amount that we've got. I'm hoping to raise a lot more money so we can give them a trade, and they can, a lot of the kids, they all want to be teachers. Some of them want to be photographers, some of them want to be doctors. And who says that's not possible?
Absolutely. Even if it's a small label and they can only donate £100, £200. Would that be well received?
It would be hugely received, and £100 can buy a month's worth of rice for 35 children. That's not a lot of money.
Not at all. Natasha, thank you for doing something that's purpose driven, and we will certainly play that.
My pleasure.